Alrighty, let's get to it. There we go. Now then, so where I left off, we had come down here to investigate and resolve a dispute. And that some of the lower deckers were not happy because apparently Abelard was too zealous and track him down, heretics and traitors. And it pushed the locals down here to the point of revolt. And Sarbeck agrees that he overstepped his bounds and went too far. But more so in not leaving it to the actual, enforcers and such down here. And Lieutenant Vent thinks that they went too far and need to ease off on them. Sarbeck thinks that, yeah, sure, you should absolutely punish him, but why is Abelard doing it? That's, my job and the lieutenant's job. So, you kind of got three sides here, where Sarbeck's kind of in the middle, between the both of them. Abelard thinks that he should just deal with this and it shouldn't be brought to my attention whatsoever, which is all well and good until it becomes an actual problem. So, that's where we left off. Hello, Trigger. Good to see you, as always. Right now this is who I've got. Let's get to it. But it's been pretty good so far. Had a little bit of breakfast on just something simple, quick and easy. And then got myself some cocoa with whiskey in it. Happy hot chocolate, as it were. And I just threw a shot off, and now I'm going live. So, all in all, a good day. Alright, so then, let me see what my formation is like. Okay, so, you should be in the back. You should be closer. There. Gotta keep the fishwife nearby. I want her closer to here so she can drop her boss on him. Argenta. You come up here as well. Let's put you more on the inside. So she can get an open firing line. Or something. Taking her position as needed. Okay, I think that ought to be a fine formation.
Embrace true power.
Then I'll come back and do the puzzle after the event itself. Hello, Cole! Welcome to the stream. It's good to see you after our short conversation about
every once in a while is good for you. Let you
butts.
see how the simple folk live.
Kipper was taken with one hand. And I see chaos in the fallen flowers discord. Which, fair enough. That's part of why I enjoy it so much. Also watching people bully
The world.
Cole or whoever. Mostly just 'cause it's cute. Okay, so. There's Vent, there's Sarback. Let's see what's going on here. Sounds of a heated discussion reverberate through the ship's bays. Lieutenant Avrilla Vent of the ships of Fortunes is barring the path of her superior, Master-at-Arms Druketh the Sarback, who has arrived clad in armor. Judging by their expressions and tone, the standoff has dragged on for some time already and has now reached boiling point. Alright. Lieutenant Vent, my patience is rare and thin. I have given you an order, now get out of my way. I cannot comply with that order, ma'am. Vent looks shaken, but there's fire in her eyes. This is my deck of my sector, so long as this area is under mine, the Lord Captain's. Special orders that no action can be taken without her express permission. There are only three people who are authorized to make her stand down. The first officer, the rogue trader, and the Emperor himself. Alright, she's got a spine to her. Love it. So not all my lessons fall on deaf ears, Abelard mutters. Doesn't clarify which one he means. Okay. Your lordship. Cease of it notices us, and both of them snap to attention, followed by everyone else. Alright, what's the situation? See, Vent has locked down the bay. They have the situation under control as far as resources allow. Okay, under control, Lieutenant. Sarback says she came here to lead an investigative unit. See, the rabble is on the verge of mutiny. There's nothing to investigate. Simply calls for immediate repressions and firing squads. In you, Vent, are a step away from facing charges yourself. Hello, Georgia. How are you, dear? My beloved Highland Kill wife. Welcome. It's good to see you. Hi. I'm doing well. Our wife. Ah, yes, Sugarman. Our wife, Comrade. I mean, to be fair though, I do have multiple. And I'm always looking for more. And come on, I can take the both of ye. Not in a fight. Well, probably in a fight too. But not just in a fight. Says I've got two hands. I can tend to the both of ye at once. Alright, I want to speak to the strikers. Well, I beat you in a fight. And I'd beat them chinks in the bed. I'm not even 20 minutes in, for fuck's sake. You know what? This is what happens when you get two girls with horns in the same place. It gets too horny. Not even 20 minutes in and I'm already talking about clapping George's cheeks. Stay. Triggers ruling a fight for me on any battlefield. Prefer it we in a bed. That's the kind of devotion I like to say. Although I don't make any of my subjects fight on my behalf. I leave that up to them. Normal Sunday conversation between us. True. True. I mean, there's long been the trend of seductive Sunday for a reason. Right. I shall, Lord Captain, allow me to wish you good luck. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Alright, typical inhabitants of the lower decks. They've got simple clothing, crude weapons, faces that display different varying levels of mutation, from the barely discernible to the strange to the outright grotesque. Makes sense they're living down in the dregs of the ship. Alright, we've got their 3 representatives. There we have it. Finally, 3 people break away, an elderly woman and 2 men. It back clumsily before you. Lord Captain, you've come down to us. Alright, tell me what's troubling you. Why are you striking? Striking? That's news to us, your lordship. Does the tall or thin man? All doing is asking questions, saying what we think. Right. So both man. Shut up, Rivet. Alright, here's the deal. My forces are all over them. Say they're looking for cultists, one wrong word, and they're reaching for their batons. If they want to punish someone, they turn off the heat into the whole base for a week at a time so we get sick and freeze. 2 little ones died already. But fuck. Alright. So... seems like they're taking the approach of punish the hell to get them to turn against the few. That is the only forcer who stood up for them. Square, who grew up amidships, and who grew up in the lower decks, or who had a mother from the lower decks. Not villains, they're honest workers, are my servants. If plotted notice order, they went on strike openly, and now they've got guns pointed at us. All they're doing is asking to be allowed to work in peace without being harassed. Alright, so... just get him blankets, he'll be fine. But we'll see what is necessary, Trigger. So, they say that it started apropos of nothing. But I was told that one of them had a cultist amulet, and that they're heretics hiding out here. Cultist amulet? What's that? The dugall they found on the dead drunkard. It was something evil or forbidden they didn't know. Well, I can see ignorant. Or ignorance being the cause, sure. The cult of the Inquisition, innocentia probat initio. Innocence proves nothing. Just because you're innocent of the crime doesn't mean that you're not still guilty, if that makes sense. Just because they didn't know it was a heretical, like, amulet or something, doesn't mean that it wasn't a heretical amulet. It just means that they didn't know. And they don't have to know for it to be dangerous. I'd say they know our own people and there have been no new faces around. And if there had been, they'd be the first to report them. Alright. Took it off a dead body. There are no cultists still breathing in our sector, that's for sure. But when the fight broke out, some of them looted the bodies. Okay, so they looted the bodies of the cultists during the attack. Okay. That makes sense. Nobody's ever tread these decks in boots so far as they got, so it seems the her that the cultists are better commanders. Alright, so someone who didn't know any better must have grabbed that amulet. They didn't know about it. They don't need any amulets down here. They worship the Emperor, and when we're working, we bow down before the machine spirits of the large and small transformers, and they serve remotely the same way his grandfather was taught 100 years ago by a tech priest who came calling. They are people of faith. Okay. Why'd she taught from an early age about the dangers of the archenemy's creations? What you've warned that any unfamiliar object could be one of them? Spiritual, but is long cool. Last time we saw a confessor last year was just after I had my third little one. Okay, so it sounds to me like the confessors haven't been down here in a while. So the younger generations down here probably aren't as familiar with the dangers of objects they're not familiar with, especially when diluted off of cultists. So, if one of those who don't really know any better, because the confessors have been slacking off, pick something up, yes, that's a threat. But that's a threat that should be rooted out by informing them and having them sort it themselves. More so than Abelard himself having enforcers come in here to rifle through their stuff. Alright, what changes do you want? I don't think I'll be arming them myself. So, I don't think that's a good idea. It's gone too far, old man. They'll never let us live without enforcers breathing down our necks. They probably even insist on enforcers on the upper decks too. That is true. I mean, fuck, I've got enforcers on the bridge even. And like Abelard said, the whole reason Coonrod had to seal all the interdeck access was to keep the enforcers on each level on that level so they can't rally. So, we do have enforcers everywhere else too. She's dangerous against weapons. Before the first day is out, they'll have someone shooting their neighbor out of stupidity or drunkenness. Alcohol and firearms don't mix. Don't need that. If the enforcers stop hassling them, that'll be enough. And in return, they'll find the scavengers who robbed the cultist bodies. They'll talk to them, one lower decker to another. If there are any more of those amulets about, they'll hand them over themselves. Alright. If they do that and live up to their word, then I think that'll be a better solution in the long term. Because, you know, that saves the enforcers from having to get more hands-on. That also keeps the lower deckers happier, which is good. Because as long as I keep myself the better option, when relevant, they'll stay loyal. And when they are truly in need of punishment, for rebellion or what have you, we take Boetus and we make an example of them. There's no reason to deprive us of an entire cruise or depot's crew, especially when we've already taken heavier losses than we'd like. Because, you know, we need to go to Rycad and get ourselves, you know, more crew members. Like, that's an issue on the ship. We are short on men. So dispatching them won't be a good option here. The old man wants real change. I promise the world now, but as soon as we turn our back, the forces will be back on him because they dare to speak out. But Abelard, thoughts? He's not convinced. They're moments away from rebelling. They were striking, sure. And they do have weapons, but they're doing so openly. They're not plotting or scheming or jumping the enforcers. They're not starting a fight yet. It's true, though, that could have been tainted. I do need to be closer about that. It's a little too harsh. Chukasa? Let's see. I disagree on that side of things, though. I'll not be giving them weapons, I think. I do need the enforcers down here. But I can't have them ease off a little bit. Or at least be more selective. Because again, like, nightmares do rule through fear, but the whole thing with their, like, their role in the Great Crusade in 30k was they would take the approach of, alright, if we capture one ship and make so gruesome an example of it and display it to everyone else on the planet, they'll fall in line. That's why they had such a fast turnaround time and such good results on their compliance crusades, because their reputation grew to the point where news that the Night Lords were approaching would bring planets into compliance, because it wasn't like a thing of, okay, the Night Lords will slaughter everyone, they'll leave no survivors. It was what they will do to the ones that they do engage with is so gruesome that everyone else will fall in line out of the threat of that happening to them. So, I'm not going to be pulling out and giving them free rein. But I can't afford to have the enforcers ease off, except for the ones that we do find out are genuinely guilty. And they themselves said they will turn over any genuinely guilty parties to us. And that'll work better for us, because then they'll be watching each other. And if they're all watching each other, that means they're not grouping up together. They'll go with this one. I see Rivet here is turning to work on my side to get Old Man to agree to it. That will repeat itself throughout the rest of the depot to keep them all loyal. Or at least obedient. And the ones that do side with me will feel like they're on the winning side. As stagers on board as well. There we go. They will assist in locating and turning in any remaining army with your weapons. Excellent. Give them some fuel, give them some provisions. There we go.
Intriguing.
The shadows reveal their secrets.
Ruinous favor prevails.
Alright, now then I want to solve the puzzle down here. Because I do remember this one. So that's not one of them. See, the next one is all the way in here, I believe. That's over here. Then that one.
I tread a path unexplored.
And then down here. Yes, this one? And then that one.
Alien guides my gaze. Perfection.
Just a spot of loot. And now we head back up. Mutiny resolved. And I'd hear something to talk to me about. The old man is not happy, which is a shame, but, you know. Well, I might fleet with my investigation. I did not count her. I believe their lies and showed them leniency. Next time it's act, they'll welcome it in with open arms and allow them to wreak whatever havoc they like because they see you as a weak wit. I disagree. I've proven to them that I am a better leader. Not solely because of... I've proven to them that I am more deserving of their loyalty and obedience than the heretics would be. They already want to be loyal to me. And by making their lives better and showing myself as the preferable option, they'll choose me over the heretics. And instead of them siding with the heretics and cultists, when next such an event arises, they'll choose to align themselves with me and help root them out. Because a rogue trader visiting the lower decks and negotiating with their leadership, that's something they will remember long after I'm gone. Let's talk about your role in this, Abelard. You allowed it to happen. In fact, your actions practically guaranteed that it would. You overstepped. You macromanaged it directly. Brought in more enforcers that were necessary and took more sweeping action. You used a hammer when a chisel was... you used a hammer when a scalpel was required. It's not about hitting everyone. It's about finding the ones that need to be made an example of, and then making a proper example of them. Yes, you would have handled it yourself, and we would have been short on more men. No, I don't think Lord Captain Theodora came down here. Yes, she left it to all the others. But she also wound up dead. Perhaps if she had been a bit more attentive to the minutiae, she wouldn't have wound up dead. Well, she would have, but that's because I know more than my character does. I won't be repeating her mistakes, though. I will be keeping a close eye on the happenings on my ship. When someone does need to be punished or strung up and flayed, I will do so. You're uncomfortable with introducing new protocols in the midst of a crisis. That's fine. You should explain yourself. Our protectorate's prosperity means a lot to him. He left the Navy to see it flourish. It was the biggest decision of his life. He saw Lord Captain Theodora's greatness. Traders don't simply forge new routes and capture worlds, they create order and fanarchy. That creative impulse was entirely lacking while he is in the military. That's fair. So he left behind everything he had known, everything his family had known, goes from a long line of offices, and embarked upon this reckless venture. Theodora entrusted him with all the concerns she had no time for, so he would go off on her flagship for long periods, and the advancement of the Protectorate rested on his shoulders, so she treated him as a regent, pretty much. Then everything began to rattle and quake. A senior officer betrayed us. It's a grievous blow to him. That's fair. I understand. He's in a rough spot. But the thing is, you don't need to insulate me from problems that have been dealt with before. I have my own method of doing things. And I'll have to simply get used to that. So, you need to learn to respect me as your new Lord Captain. I'm in charge now, not you. Not Theodora. This is a new world, Theodora's gone, and you and I will have to sort things out ourselves for our own protocols. Good. See that you do remember this moment if your old habits ever come back. Don't doubt my resolve, or my spine. Now then, let's leave. They have far more Ah, yes. Let us leave. If the rogue trader desires to stretch his legs, there are far more suitable places. I'll agree to that.
The world trembles.
Now then, we do have other places to be. As I recall, the Fellowship of the Void was here to get a Borea theirs out of prison. I suppose I could help them along with that. Besides, if there are enough survivors there, we could supplement our crew at least a little bit with the contents of that jail. I'm sure they wouldn't object to being having their penal sentences transferred from, having their sentences commuted from existing in a penal colony to menial labor on a road trader's vessel. Even if it is just as cannon fodder. And we leveled again. Lovely. So, Medicaid, demolition. Let's do, yeah, bit more demo. And I still don't have a Force Sword yet, so I can't really take Blade of Light. Oh, I can take it now, but I won't need it, per se. I could get another stat boost right out the gate. Get a pretty substantial runs boost, sure. See, calculated relations lets me use intelligence instead of fellowship. How is my... Hey, my intelligence is fine, but I don't really need it that much. I say. So, I come back over here. Right, so demo. I don't really need to take heavy armor proficiency yet. Because that's not till I get the Psyker breastplate. And there's no point in me taking this until I'm ready for that. So, sheet off him up. Psychic barrage is irrelevant to me. don't have any use for that. I'd like this, but I don't have a force sword for it yet, so it's good prep work, but not that necessary. I could get stabilizing factor, I suppose, but I don't need it that much yet either, because I've still only got, what, 10 war powers? Sito. I could take this just to actually get some extra damage over time options. That scales off of psi rating only. It wouldn't be bad. I can also just get a base skill upgrade. Or a characteristic training. That wouldn't be a bad option. Could get some extra parry, more health, more dodge chance. Might be worth it, honestly. What? Or I just take the movement points. Become even zoomier. I kinda want to take this with movements just for the feckin' memes of it. I don't know, what do you think? Do I go very fast? I kinda feel like I go fast, right? Right, Triggerman says yes, yep, we're going fast. Simple as. Right, Abelard, Kuros, and... see, Quenchtate? Yep. Adira. Stay, it is... joint offense. Oh, that's better. And bonus over 2. Passive learning. Sharpshooter. No, that's a good idea. She's kinda filling the role of a sniper for me, so sure. See, oh, that's telepath. Yeah. Advice and guidance sounds pretty good, honestly. Because she's gonna use her boss on Kiev, which will then just give him a bonus of 10 weapon skill and ballistic skill till the end of combat. So, I just drop that on her, or drop that on Kiev. Lovely. He's allowed to cast her boss on me, and then she is relegated to sniping only. Where is it? Second skin, just because it's very helpful and convenient. Let's go to demo. Lady Cassia, my love, the beloved fishwife. Command and voice for the reins. Well, that. Let's do persuasion. And Cabela. See, let's go with Medicaid for you as well. And let's make you Fask as well. Because it's feckin' funny. Hello, Unstable. How are you doing? Thank you for calling me cute. I like to believe that I'm cute. And, to quote, or to paraphrase the one and only Keanu Reeves, no, you're cute. You just woke up? Hope that you had a good rest. I'm continuing my Rogue Trader playthrough, obviously.
Over there.
It's good to see you back. Alright, there's a pilot here. Pilot Raquel. Alright. Do come for the planetary reinforcements. She thought you'd never come. Abelard? Teach this a rude rough, the proper way of addressing her sovereign. Officer, the person before you is Kiev Valdius von Valancius, a rogue trader. Although you are, from what I gather, a subject of another dynasty, you do well to introduce yourself with the proper decorum. Captain Rickle, Helvacari, servant of House Winterscale, and the pilot of this shuttle. It is an honor to be greeting us. Alright. So, I don't have time for long-winded thoughts. Brief on the situation ahead and do be concise. There's been a prison riot, alright? Prison warden himself led it. Okay. Lord of Bane Winterscale went to parley with him. Got it. Is there a man by the name of Van Cowitz here? Not unless he's a prisoner or a guard. Alright. Is there anything else I should know before I head out? Some of the earls have holed up in the barracks. Don't know how many, given this is the only way through to where the negotiations are taking place. You'd expect hit via resistance. Take caution. Winterscale guards mind the entry so they couldn't get to the shuttle. Alright. That's all I need to know. I've not been to Rikam and Norse, so I don't know. She wants to be out of here. That is fair. I wouldn't want to be here either.
Doubt me.
Let's seize the opportunity.
Pay attention.
Dark forces are devouring you, tearing at your soul, Vanayadira. I could teach you techniques to clear your mind.
Just no intoxication, bloodletting, or self-torture. All right? Hey, why have you gone all quiet there, Scully?
Well, I believe that she just went through all of the options that
Through my service.
Jabella had in mind.
See the forbidden.
No, 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 no.
Idol.
Don't
Heresy
go that way.
grows. The
Go that
Emperor
way.
favors me today.
There is a further in my soul. The world will bow.
Right, so I know for a fact I'm gonna get jumped here. So, gonna save real quick, and on we go. Yep,
Your struggles are in vain. Surrender!
I've been ambushed. Oh no. Oh no, the Grenadier's going early. The noise it is. Time. Oh fuck. Stab the shit out of her.
I serve the ruinous powers.
She always likes thrown into trust. Aye, seriously. I know that sisters like their martyrdom and such, but at the same time, like, they don't have to do that much for it. Really.
I am your blade and shield.
Alright, so she can do that to there.
As the tenants demand.
Then blade dance.
The shadows will see it done. Death is a blessing. Trust me. Aim for the heart next time. An offering of blood.
Out of my way!
It's nothing. God Emperor, move through me.
On eight.
Be the fire in my heart. As the Emperor commands, I act. Faith without deeds is worthless.
There.
As the Emperor commands,
Right now, somewhat of a horse showing.
doubt is for the weak.
Whatever.
Anything else? Will do. Why did I not foresee this?
Did get the boss though, right? Aye, and you got both boss. Why am I not surprised that she blew herself up? Right, she shot. Lovely. And then, here you go, Kiev.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
More boss.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Ministration is a
Alright,
holy
Jinta, go
task.
ahead and just touch yourself up. Would you? There we go.
Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet.
Abelard! Baby, you can deal with that fucker.
Victory is imminent. I will do my duty.
Oof, bad RNG. Aye, seriously, what the fuck?
Ruin beckons. A blood-soaked tribute.
There we go. I don't know where they think they're going.
As honor ordains.
Well.
Guided by faith. I'll do it. Struggle is a prayer. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Was that you? Or
Good job, Adira. Carry on. Lady Cancia? And try off. Hello, Grind. How are you doing? Hello, sexy. I don't know if George is still here. What? When are we making this happen? I was told that we'd be having a bunch of Greek submission and heretic Persian.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones.
This fucker is in the wrong place.
A satisfying demise. Powers unseen, uncover my path.
As it should be.
More stuff. Lovely.
I tread a path unexplored.
It's... all the stuff here is knives, which... like, Mr. Ranted Mono Knife is fine, because you can get it early. The prisoner's shank. Actually, have a lot of damage. Potential. It's a very swingy weapon. Because its lowest is half of the chain sword, but its highest is thick and massive. See, for a 4 to 18, what second dice rolls would that have to be? So it'd be 4d something. Or no? Is it what, 2d8 plus 2? Because that'd be minimum rolls of 2s plus 2, maximum rolls of 16 plus 2. So I think it's 2d8 plus 2. Oh, you haven't been here before? Sugared. Aye, it's just a prison planet.
Hey, your virtuousness. How are you doing? I was born to wage war against darkness. I am always doing wonderfully when danger is near.
Right. You have good news about Darktide, though it depends on if you mod it at all. The only mod I've ever installed in Darktide was for the Emperor.
The world trembles
And
beneath my
they've
feet.
since, made it just like part of the base game.
As always.
So I uninstalled it. So I don't actually have any mods in Darktide right now. A brethren that don't deny the Optimus will guide us into a new existence. Yes, yes, dear brethren, have a taste of my steel. Wait, what? Oh, I've longed for this, my dear brethren. Shank. Fuckers with knives shank the ones with guns. There is the problem. Thank the throne, normal-looking faces. We thought we were going to die here with these nutters. An old man with a gap-toothed smile drops his weapon and holds his hands out in a placating gesture. Please don't shoot us, your noblest. Let us speak a word. Well, I have it free and you believe it's crossplay? Oh, are you on Xbox then? Aye. I believe it's on Xbox Game Pass, so... Yes, and it is crossplay. In fact, we just recently got a whole second flood of new people on PlayStation. It's caused some server issues, and I know that the Xbox version of the game has been struggling a little bit. But we do have, full crossplay. A welcome change, talking before shooting. Still, it hardly requires trust. Give me a reason not to execute you. They're honest, quiet inmates that didn't want to riot. What's in that wasn't really an option either. So everyone had to join in. Could play along, but that's all it was, play. Never meant no offense to the governor, nor to the lawful laws. The way just go. Sure, I suppose that if they want to survive and have to go along with the warden's shenanigans, is want to wait till everything blows over and they go back to their cells and quietly do the rest of their time. You'll be able to how are those wars with us then? Lovely. Excellent. That'll be fun. It is a great game at this point. It has just the best fucking melee combat in a game that I've played. I think you'll like it. I'm a penitent, honest heretic. How noble. Abelard's not impressed. Say. He's obviously being somewhat deceptive, he's using his wiles, but he's not... there's no corruption or ill intent, so... He's not being fully honest, but he's also not lying to our face, so to speak. If I spare you, what do I gain from it? They're fortune seekers from the void. Get air from footfall. Get a discount from them. What kind of very serious people? Fellowship of the void. The pirates that we've met. Oh, these fuckers are the ones who are here to bail them out. These are the fuckers that they were here to bail out. Largest pirate alliance in the Expod. There's no leader, of course, but there's some terribly serious captains who decided that cutting each other's throats over loot was counterproductive. But cutting throats together, that's anti-counterproductive. Alright. You're pirates. Came across a void ship belonging to your associates that are planning to break you out. They get tied up somewhere, and then all this time we had... Wait, this happened? Pardon me for trying to pull the synth wall. Over yet, it's just that we want nothing to do with this whole warden nonsense. So what now, will you let us go? Sorry about that. You about sneezed my feckin' ears off. Bleed now. Alright, I think I dislodged my model. There we go, now I'm properly alive, biggest head. Fuck. That demolish like a torpedo list if it doesn't fall apart. Then roll it out. You know what? I'll spare you. Okay, so on Footfall, there's the district there with Shadow Quarters. It's located behind the statue of the Emperor. Redford, Hieronymus Barendemol, okay. Footfall is Shadow Quarters, is a bar there. That bar in the back room, I certain reason those her business. Tower Grandpa Backful says he'll need. Alright. You know what? They're pirates, sure. But that means they've got experience on ships. And my crew is lacking in men at the moment. So, fuck it, I'm recruiting them. It won't resolve our, like, crew shortage, but it will help alleviate it. Deirdre, how did you get perplexed?
Embrace true power.
So, Abelard, enjoy your kit. If I recall correctly, consign just guarantee the crit. That's not especially useful. Also, it's a warp power, so I'd rather she not be using those. Four hammer is fun, just a fucking shotgun pistol. Don't really have anyone who has a use for it here, though. I have a Deadshot stub revolver, so I think I'll just keep that. The Craft Auto pistol is good, but not really what I need. And then that's just an axe. So, cargo. That'll be going in my fucking vault. That's going in the vault. That's going to cargo. Don't need that staff either. Flat chest plate's not as good. You're in medium armor. That's better. I'm gonna take that for myself. Nicole is more dodge and parry bonus against melee attacks and bonus agility. Silk, yeah. I'll take that. You still got a little bit of Medicaid, you still got a little bit of Medicaid. That's fine. And I believe that's everything that I need from in here.
Let's seize the opportunity.
Let's go ahead and get this bridge in place. Or is I already down in the Blood Pass? You mean the, like, home of the Bloodspawn weapon such? I have not been there yet. I know that you get a better piece of armor down there. I just haven't been down there yet.
perfection, the world will bow. Predictable.
So that's a penalty to ballistic skill, weapon skill intelligence, or perception tests. Okay, so that's just a, like, penalty to the tests. Oh, that's fine. These fuckers are blind as hell. I told you, Evie, they're hiding so much from us arrogant mentors, holy brothers and sisters. What have they ever given us? Nothing but a pile of feds and useless admonitions. But Aurora's different, she's looked at me like no one ever had before. Oh, he's a simp. Kid, something in the dirt. Kid, something shit. Right, so I'm here to colorate by means far from diplomatic.
The absurdity
Okay.
of your struggle amuses me. Come to chaos.
So I know I need to take that out. Cabela, I guess go for that one. Argenta. Go there so you can get a firing line on down that way. Abelard, you're fine where you are. Cassia and Adira, hide there. Alright.
Purpose guides me. I will triumph.
There we go.
Purpose guides me. One step closer.
Oh, well, I can't shoot that. Alright, well, whatever. Alright, Cabela.
I bring mercy and retribution.
Can't reach anything, so...
Trust me.
Shooting a that away detection. Good shooting.
It will be done. At your beck and call, reduced to dust.
Crush the evil.
Chaos guides me. Death to non-believers.
Brace yourself, Abelard.
Alright, Argenta, so if you go there...
I'll do it.
It says that you'll hit them for 0 damage.
Doubt is for the weak.
Fire at will. Very good.
Without deeds is worthless. On it.
Alright, get the boss taken. Try not to blow yourself up this time. Good job.
But of course.
Tag that fucker back there. You missed. Well, oh what?
That is
Lady
foolishness.
Calcia.
Step aside. The navigator is coming. Isn't this a job for the serfs? If I may,
Abelard. Hit them again, please. And thank you.
You attack.
Good job, Abelard. Thank you, Cassia.
Death shall reign. Purpose guides me.
Quick shade. Grab this.
Ruin beckons. Rend the flesh. Shatter the spirit.
Lovely.
A dance of blades and shadows.
Suppose.
Shadows will see it done.
Do your veil blaze in that direction. Abelard, as you did.
Is imminent.
Indeed.
At your beck and call. I took care of this one.
Alright. High momentum, you say?
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone.
Really? Well, alright. Adira, take that fucker out if you don't mind. Thank you.
Was that you?
So, you buff Cassia.
I have read
Cassia,
tales of
you...
military tactics.
Well, you buffed Kiev. And... let's not do that.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around. I am a navigator, not a servitor.
What a satisfying demise. Purpose guides me.
Let's hop over here. Bitch! Wait, she didn't have her sword out. She just slapped that fucker's arse. She's so running away with. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. She's here for the feckin' booty.
I need no guidance. I will triumph.
That's another one down. Alright, Camilla. Do the same thing over here. Very good.
I will do my duty.
Alright, Abelard. You know what to do. Abelard?
Indeed.
Fetch me his balls. Why don't they set me in bolts like that? If I go sheer, then do that. No, if I stand there. If I go there and then shoot back that way. You know what?
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury. In thy light I stand, and thy light I crave.
Hop that. Hop that. She can slap you anytime. Well, fair enough. I too would like to shag my sister a battle.
Do it. You, my emperor, none can escape the emperor's judgment. As the emperor commands, I act. I'll do it.
Shoot that fucker. Try again.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
For fuck's sake. Again, please. Get him. There we go. We just gotta roll our fucking 5 volts.
On it. What it? Jeanette Turner.
There we go. Got him. Ah, a witcher skill of Coronis. So this is the young noble we're here to meet. Lady Cassia says we help him, so we help him. Alright. He's come over to me because I'd rather have them indebted to us if possible. So same kind of glasses Lady Theodora had. So same material, alright. Now, she was like brazen, assertive. It was like her whole entire life was a race against fate until she caught up with her in the end. She would have gone headfirst into a black hole. She put her even one step ahead of everyone else. If they could find out what she was keeping in her desk and why she went to get it during the attack. But better it is to know that you're born from bad blood, but not let this knowledge drag you into darkness. A genuine sincere holds that you be blessed with a worthier fate. She doesn't appear to be shocked by the news of Theodore's possible heresy. I wonder why that could be. What can possibly make her not surprised by the fact that Lady Theodora might have engaged in a little bit of heresy as a treat? Fuck it, Dara. Fuck. I'll send nothing for now. That's just another stop revolver, right? So-
the path unexplored.
Oh, there's half of a guard here. Goods. And... guard. So, the noble sword, right? This is a very interesting weapon. Yes, grind. You, George, and ours. We do have a date coming up at some point. We're gonna play some Dactate together. Looking forward to it. So, it applies Disturbed, which weakens their willpower and fellowship test, and it stacks. So you could put this on a Psyker? Or, it could actually be pretty solid. Only problem is that its attacks cost an extra AP. But unless I'm mistaken, that doesn't affect ability attacks. Only your strike and your cleave. If they're already affected by Disturbed, then it deals an extra double your willpower bonus. So, if I recall correctly, if I put that on...
I am not afraid to embrace the revelations
Right, so-
that make others shriek
Quiet.
and cover. That is the difference between me and ignorant filth.
I thought it was supposed to cost +1 AP. Aye, Boy Down still only costs 2. Am I just wrong? Did they change it?
Powers unseen uncover my path.
They may have just changed it. Fuck. Those lists in the Wrath of St. Truce's, but... Well, the question is it a display bug, or is it an actual bug? Or is it a thing of, they actually just
The
changed it to
world
no longer have that
trembles beneath
deep,
my feet.
that downside to it and let it function as a pseudo force weapon? To where it lets you apply some of your willpower bonuses bonus damage. I'm not sure. I will have to test in the next combat, I mean. Let me actually... I'll put it there. And give Abelard the Sword of St. Truce's for now. Because I'm genuinely curious which is the case, and I want to test it out. If it just doesn't have that downside anymore, that'd be good. That'd be really good. If I land badly wounded, tell my people get him to my ship. Good. And now we leave. Maybe it's only in combat? Well... Okay. We go stare what is. I can speak to Danrock about how to deal with the servitors. Alright, that's fine. I took out Rocket. What's yours? That's a ship? Okay, no, a ship hasn't crashed there yet. So left going to Caragol, more Caragol. Improved our body glove. Let's give that to the Fishwife. That's cargo. That's cargo. Besides, last pistol is useful to have. Proved auto pistol, full hammer, stub revolver is cargo. All of these. The serrated mono knife is probably worth hanging on to for now. So let's go toss the rest of that in the vault. And I'll speak to Danrock about the second... Well, I'll go see if I can trade a bit with the Fellowship of the Void now that I've got myself a discount. And I will go and see him about the servitors as well. Right, so take me to my quarters. Right, so all this goes in there. Actually, does less damage than the Deadshot stub revolver. But it's got worse armor pen. But it's got a lot higher dodge reduction. And it has access to a Deadeye shot that has 50% bonus to the range and 10% hit shots. I think I swap it out like that. I'll toss the Deadshot stub in here. And I'll put his old armor in there. I don't really use grenades much. I'm sure that if I were on a higher difficulty, I probably would need to. But I don't, so... yeah. I just almost always got something I'd rather be doing than throwing a grenade. Alright, Davrock, so... let's go see the Fellowship of the Void. So they like melee weaponry, ranged weaponry, armor kits, ship components, and jewelry. Take all that they've got available here. Veil render is what I really want to get here. Because Force Sword. Grenades saved your ass in Chapter 3 a lot of the time. Fair enough. I'll give this to you, actually. And Adira. Here. Stalker gloves. Pretty sure you can get it now? I don't think so. Right. Abelard, have a power move. Soul Pattern Chainsword. Lots of fucking armor pin. That's bound to be better than one of my weapons. I'll swap out my offhand. Wait for that. A nearly nice. Up level? Alright. Let me go take a look at it then. Swap out the Mars patterns for sure. And... it'd be nice if I could just send stuff to the vault from here. Oh, shit, you're right. You know what? I should just add those to Cargo. Oh, my sheer. And... they do like fuel. I sure can. Lovely. You don't have a cape yet. Veil rendered, alright. Which second method do I found out with? I'll heave onto it for now, until I test how the noble sword works. And... Poseidon, right. Veil degradation times Siren. Okay, so basically, higher the veil degradation, the more damage it does. But it doesn't really pass. So basically, I pop all my warp abilities, then just start swinging. Alright. let's stock up for everyone who can make use of them. Abelard, you get one too. Then I don't really have a reason for anyone to be using an axe, so I'm just gonna cargo that. And then a quick save and see Denrock about the servitors. I'd say they've been malfunctioning. They violate protocols, interrupt their task, observe crew members for long periods of time, and move erratically with no meaning or purpose. If it had been routine, you would have decided their fate, but you deemed it necessary to notify them. He does not wish to hide such irregularities from Lord Captain. Abelard could learn from this man. Most of them have been stored. Alright, I'll take a look at them. Story about time. Alright. When his lordship arrived at the scene, he found the servitors in the same position that they assumed after they had been corralled into the bay. All standing in a long, spiraling line and facing the center of their strange formation. The moment his lordship crossed the threshold of the bay gate, their bodies jerked into motion. All as one, as if obeying a command, servitors turned to face the Lord Captain. The technomats tasked with overseeing the defective units even reached for their weapons, but then the servitors went still just as abruptly, staring at his lordship with vacant eyes. All present held their breath, disturbed by this sight. We waited for the Lord Captain to speak. His lordship, Kiev Valdis von Valadius, demanded a report on the defective units' status from the technomats. First appearance of Nomos. The technomats' long-winded and detailed report could have been summarized in a single key point. Despite the servitors' abnormal behavior, they're still quite capable of carrying out tasks, and therefore the circumstances did not call for their termination. His Lordship Kiev von Valdis ordered that one of the servitors be disassembled and its components investigated. A group of technomats hurried to act upon the Lord Captain's command. The servitor's mechanical parts separated with clicks, snaps, and hisses. The sutures between its wrinkles, pale flesh, and its ornaments were laid disgustingly bare. We watched the technomats do their work, and could see every centimeter of the servitor's stiff muscles abounding with valves and cavities pierced by countless cords and tubes. The disassembling analysis complete, the technomats concurred. The unit was in working order. Nothing in the dissected body that lay before us could provide any insight into the reason behind the defects. I should make note of one more thing at that. At that moment, all of us present discovered that not just the eyes, but the hands and heads of some of the servitors were now shaking too. It was as if the mechanized servants were overcome with some primordial terror. His Lordship, Kiev Valdis von Valadius, took several steps towards the servitors. Immediately, the servitors, each and every one of them, stepped towards the Lord Captain in perfect unison. They mimicked his movements with frightening precision. The rogue traitor halted in place, and after a moment's thoughts, waved his hand. And the servitors, just as synchronously, repeated that gesture as well. The Lord Captain turned, quizzically to the technomats, started the servitors, as if mocking him. Whatever the Lord Captain did, be it an incline of the head, a wave of a hand, or a step to the side, the defective unit repeated it without a moment's delay or hesitation, like grotesque marionettes controlled by an unseen puppeteer. You observe this mime unfold in distressed bafflement for nearly a minute, till the servitors finally came to a stop. Not sensing any threat from them, the rogue trader approached with confidence. The Lord Captain examined the servitors. As High Factotum, it was I who had prompted that entire inspection, thus it was my duty to follow the Lord Captain. As we stepped closer, we noticed a fascinating irregularity. The servitors' pupils, normally still, were shaking violently. Their bulging veins were pulsating under their copper collars, inscribed with their past offences. It was as if those mindless half-machines were locked in a perpetual state of extreme tension. A visibly shaken technomat behind us proposed that the human souls had awakened within the servitors' bodies after a long slumber deep within their lobotomized brains. Formerly bereft of intelligence, they had attained awareness, feeling, and understanding. After a pause, Technomat added that the servitors used to function properly, and that no one had been able to explain the change in their behaviors. His gaze, still trained on the motionless, but unwit half-machines and half-people, Lord Captain stepped away from the servitors, and turned to me to announce his decision. His Lordship looked at me with unwavering resolve. There was that confidence that wrenched me out of the nightmarish stupor that had me tensely observing the scene unfolding before me. The Lord Captain gave the order. To leave the Sarades to their work. There's nothing that their behaviour that Lord Captain found alarming, merely amusing. With the Lord Captain's orders, the Sarades returned to the same decks where they had worked before. The crew was initially unnerved by their presence, but adapted to their quirks soon enough, especially since, following the incident in question, there's a noticeable reduction in the Sarades' odd behaviour. But the fate of the defective servitors decided, nothing could now distract the Lord Captain from his mission. So, I just still travel to Reichedman Nordis. To make landfall and take out the Skyfire defenses. Then I will and do some of the inside the ship stuff. Like track down the Bloodspun Web. Then meet with the Vizier. As the ship makes its way through the star system, a strange fatigue falls over you. Your eyelids grow heavy, and the cool you've been using to draw up yet another order falls from your hand. You raise your head with a start. Someone else is here, in your study. You stand up and stare at the dozens upon dozens of corpses surrounding you. Among their number, you recognize the disfigured and bloody faces of those who died on the ship's bridge, and those you met in your previous life. How is this possible? Where are the enforcers posted to stand guard? It matters not, you're alone against a horde of heretics risen from the darkness to take your life. As if of its own accord, the shard laying on the edge of the desk, the sole remnant of Conrad Voigtbier's weapon slips into your hand. The metal is searing cold. The dead sway from side to side, closing in around you with a nightmarishly slow advance. Kneel before the rogue trader. Your lives belong to me. All you hear in response is unintelligible voices, whispers, moans, and derisive laughter. Anger ignites in your chest, and you clutch the shard, which ravenously bites into your palm with its sharp edge. An unbearably bright light floods everything around, and you find yourself surrounded by crawling minions, their bodies shivering in your mere presence. Your hands no longer hold a pitiful shard, but a majestic and intricate weapon. A skillfully crafted sword with strange, unnerving proportions, a carved design, and an unusual hilt adorned with the image of a closed eye. The eye opens wide, revealing a gaze so ancient and dark that it steals your breath away. You have felt this gaze before, there, on the bridge, and the voice that appears in your mind only confirms your guess. The tapestry is woven, the path is chosen. Accept your fate, champion. I am the sword's master, not its servant. Remember that. You feel the sword's immense weight pulling you down. You resist its will for a moment longer before collapsing to the ground to the sound of odious laughter. The strain is such that you feel your back could break at any moment. Vogue, the first dawn, is hereby woven into the tapestry of your fate. Seek the second dawn in the hands of she who rises above its future dominion. The former aspirant fell, and thus the new one will become the chosen of the Weaver of Destinies. Make mortals serve you as their god, and become the vessel of the Edge. Oh, the Edge. You awaken from the vision, kneeling next to your desk, clothes drenched in sweat, and with a sour taste on your tongue. Your head is ringing, and you struggle to recall those faces and the image of the sword in your hands. Only the deep cut on your palm, the bloodied shard, lying on the floor remind you of what just transpired. So I'll pick up the shard. You reach your shaken hand up to the shard, now slippery with your blood. You wipe its metallic surface and stash your treasure under your clothes, next to your heart and soul, forever seared by the great power of the warp. There. And that is where I believe I shall call it for today. But let's land on the planet first. Let's land on the planet. Oh, to land on the planet, and then I'll call it. We'll take back up next time with beginning to explore it. Partially because I want to see if Grind and George are around to do some dictate. Some fucker shot at my ship! A starport creature with the din of ordnance and the small explosive tickles your nose. It's difficult to tell who's firing at who. I'd weapon on the ground and fired in. Man in a torn dirty uniform hobbles towards me from behind the choice of rockcrete and crumpled plasteel. Sergeant Malgard, right? Alright, so our skies are locked out. The owls are shooting down anything that flies. You lot just happened to land in our rear without a scratch to show for it. Mama's shuttle like that. Where'd you get it? Squadron the Plat. Alice, isn't it? Grab 'em, lads. We've got ourselves a rebel landing force. Abelard turns purple. By the holy throne, what is this mess? They're the rough spot, old man. Go easy on them. Abelard, enlighten this rabble about the proper manner of greeting the God Emperor's chosen. Abelard clears his throat. You stand before a rogue traitor von Valancius, you ignorant worm. Snap to attention this instant and give his lordship a formal report. With a measure of one, Terry snaps her attention, raises his freshly cut chin like an exemplary soldier and barks, "My mistake, sir! At once! The starport is under control of the governor's widest. Perimeter bonder is sergeant." A frag grenade explosion cuts off the rest of his words. Shrapnel flies everywhere with a yet and screech. One of the soldiers falls to the ground, clutching the remains of his forearm. It is now adorned with crimson tatters. Blood is pouring out. The stump and the soldier's agony is short-lived. The sergeant curses and hastily says an army prayer for the dead. "Pardon me, sir. Sergeant Les Malgar reporting. My unit is holding the starport on the gunner's orders. How may I serve?" "Some dirty dog nearly shot down my shuttle." "Affirmative, your lordship, sir. It's all those damned rebels. Those maggots somehow caught their hands on an anti-aircraft battery. It's causing our shuttles no end of trouble. I think our lit packs a punch. You're lucky they missed you. I seen them fry 2 shuttles carrying reinforcements. Not a soul survived." "Alright, so what is going on here?" "Unrest, sir. Armed rebellions in both the capital and the provinces. First the war level sparked, then it went up the spires, the Vox hubs, the arsenals, my train stations." Then Philip tore off his map precisely because he knew about the trouble under Reichman Norse, knew that none of our allies would come to our aid. "You may continue your report, peasant. My unit was here when it all went to the Groxes, the tech priests linked to satellites. Reported sighting the strange void ships in the system. They're orbiting the star until one of them set course for landing on the Reichman Chars. The governor took precautionary measures in order to increase security at the key facilities. Everyone knows that whenever something's not right, you better double the wooden details. The alarm was raised and we were sent to secure the starport. It's the only reason we were able to hold it. They're crushing us with scumbags. It's been a whole terror since the last reinforcements came in. We're running low on ammo. Every other fighter is wounded. I don't know how bad it is in the streets, but they'll drive us out of here any minute." "Well, it won't do me any good if they get overrun here, because my feckin' shuttle's here. So, I'll have alcohol reinforcements. Won't forget it, we'll be proud of the Emperor for you. Right, hopefully, along with your parade, you hold the feckin' place. I'm going to see the governor. So once they keep shooting their anti-aircraft, there's no way to shuttle you to the governor. It would have to be on foot in the streets are dangerous. That's fine. Can't send me in it. Escort. As he was trying to get a tech priest to the governor. That'll be Pascal. They better send out a... See, he'll radio them, and they should send out a convoy to meet us halfway. They're gonna hold the line here. Good. Can't get my head around these fancy words you're saying, but trust me, I'll fight to my last drop. Alright, I shall see that your heroism is noted. I can talk to my pilot. That was some flight, your lordship. It had been a little less lucky we'd be checking in at the port in the sky right now. What was that weapon they fired at us? Not saying I know, your lordship, but the shots it fires certainly fly quick. I've never seen guns like that before, and they're fired from far away. Almost from beyond the bar, the horizon that is. Okay, please. Who's yomps a terrifying contraption like that? Your name, pilot. My bad there, your lordship. Senior flyer, senior pilot, Nimas, appointed by the senior deck officer to serve on your personal shutter. Shovel. Very good. Alright then. So, I will save the game. And then that is where I will be calling it for today. So let me find someone to raid. Who am I following this live right now? Ethan, Erdenwick, Salpor, Irina, and Bunny. Let's see here. Let's go invade Renwick. We're gonna invade the Welsh. So, as always, thank you all so much for coming out to watch. I've enjoyed it. Grind Georgia. I'm gonna see if I can kidnap the 2EH to play some Dark Tide. But until next time, when I see you all again, I love you all so much, and goodbye.